I think, well, let's start at the beginning. Let's start with when you first encountered porn, because I was interested in what you said about this, that you first watched porn when you were, I think, 11 years old. And that was the norm, really, for kids, you said, to see porn that early in their lives. I wonder whether you think that it's right that is normal, to see porn that early on.
Of course, I don't think it's right, but I do believe me and a lot of my friends did view porn at a very young age, which is obviously awful. Um, but I think that is the reality.
Why do you think that's the reality?
Maybe just curiosity. I also think it's bad how easily accessible it is.
Hmm. Did you seek out that porn at age 11, or did it just appear on a feed somewhere?
No, it was actually one of my friends that showed it me at a sleepover. And
Right.
so it was like a communal thing.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people want to blame my parents for that, but that, it's kind of inevitable. And I don't think something they could have stopped.
It's weird though, isn't it, that now can't, or it seems very hard for parents to stop that, for parents to stop their little children really from being able to access pornography on a phone or on a tablet or via the internet. Almost as if the protection that they enjoy from like porn mags back in the day, that can't be extended to the internet for some reason.
Yeah, no, it's a shame how accessible it is, definitely.
And the idea of having 100 men line up for a period of 24 hours, that that was harmful, wasn't it, for you? I mean, I saw the documentary. It looked pretty harmful both physically and psychologically. Would that be a fair conclusion to draw?
I don't think harmful, but definitely like exhausting and different and challenging.
Do you think you made a mistake with that one? Like, I can see why you do what you do, but that was so extreme. You were clearly very upset at the end of it.
No, no, I just believe it was a way to kind of test my limits, and I really wanted to explore that kink that I had, and I did. And you only find out whether or not you like it or are into it by doing it. So
Yeah. But did you like it at the end?
I liked a lot of it, not all of it.
No. So in that sense, there was harm done, wasn't there? I mean, it was harmful in some way to you, either physically or psychologically. I don't think anyone could watch the end of that, Lily, and think that you were in a sort of a good place.
I don't think it was necessarily harmful. Like just because you have a bad experience doesn't mean you're then traumatized.
This is part of your sort of feminism, really, that this is a choice you make to empower women.
It's definitely a choice I make to empower myself.
Right. And there's no sort of broader narrative here. It's not like you're doing it for a wider purpose.
No, it's very simple. I enjoy it and I do it.
Are you a feminist?
Yes, I would say I'm a feminist.
Do you think that your work shows that feminist streak in you?
I believe it does. Yeah. I mean, I think it's extremely liberating to be able to have sex with anybody just like a man could. Of course, porn isn't their first choice for me. They weren't super ecstatic that I was going into porn. But that's life, they love me and they will always back me.
Yeah. Did they say that they wouldn't like doing it again? I know you've talked about doing 1,000 in 24 hours. Is that something that you're going to actually do, given what happened with the 100 men?
Yeah, I just believe I would do it very differently.
But you'd still have to have 1,000 guys queue up again and do that.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
just on different circumstances.
What do you think your mum and dad would think about that? Or does it not matter?
Honestly, to me, I mean, I'm a grown woman. I pay my own rent. I feel like if there was a male porn star sat here, you wouldn't be asking them, what do your parents think?
Hmm.
So I find it quite insulting because at the end of the day, my parents, as much as, I want to make them proud, it is my own life and
Sure.
I am, an adult and I get to choose what I want to do.
Do you think a male porn star would be treated differently? And if so, in what way?
100%. I mean, obviously, I work with male porn stars a lot, and when I've spoken to them, maybe they're a dad or something like that, I've asked them, what is it like to do porn and be a father?
Mm.
And they said, you know what, I get fist bumps at the school gates and stuff like that, which I, can understand that it's going to be such a different story when maybe I grow up and have kids.
Mm. And why do you think that is? Is that just a different attitude to men and sex as it is to women and sex, or
100%.
promiscuity?
Yeah, 100%. It's just sexism.